Hello, my name is Tim Corlia, president of Savvy CFO, and welcome to the Savvy Cyclers setup video training. The purpose of this training is to walk you through setting up the Savvy Cycler so you're up and running with this tool right away. If you have any questions for us, please reach out via email at contactus@savvycfo.com. Please hit pause on your screen and read through these disclaimers. By continuing to watch this video, you are agreeing to them and that you are using this tool at your own risk. All righty. So let's get started with an introduction. There's a few common questions that we'd like to answer. First is, what does the Savvy Cycler do? Okay. The Savvy Cycler allows users to change the default merchant account via automation in their Keep CRM per a schedule that the user customizes. That is its purpose. That is what this tool does. Okay. It changes the default merchant accounts in the Keep CRM per a schedule that you create. This tool may allow its users different merchant accounts or MIDs to potentially all receive new sales with regularity. Second question, is the Savvy Cycler connected at all to your merchant or gateway accounts? No, it is not. The Savvy Cycler is not directly connected in any way to your merchant or gateway accounts. It is not a type of gateway that performs traditional load balancing. It does not charge, approve, or decline any orders. It does not collect or deposit any batch settlement dollars into your bank account. It's simply connected via API to your Keep CRM. And we will show you later in this video how to connect your Savvy Cycler account with your Keep CRM via an API key. What do you do when your merchant account gateway or your merchant account gateways have any problems at all whatsoever? Okay, you experience any kind of a hiccup with your merchant account or your gateway. What do? Contact either the broker company that you went through that helped you set up and obtain the merchant accounts or the gateways that you have. Talk to them first. Okay, if you didn't go through a broker, then go directly to the merchant account or the gateway account companies. You can find their contact information on their websites. Typically, on your statements, there's usually a telephone number. Okay, don't contact the Savvy Cycler if you're having a merchant account problem. Save yourself the time and the energy, and potentially even the stress, because if you contact us and you're having a merchant account problem or a gateway account problem, then we're just going to tell you talk to your merchant account or your gateway, or even better, if you went through a broker, talk to them first, because that's usually a really good point of contact, and then they can help you. They can talk directly to the merchant account or a gateway potentially. So now, if the Savvy, if Keep has an issue, okay, if Keep's not working, all right, then again, you wouldn't want to contact us, the Savvy Cycler. You'd want to contact Keep directly. Okay, for example, you're expecting a recurring payment to get billed to a customer, and it didn't that day. Well, you would want to call Keep and find out why that didn't happen in the Keep CRM. Okay, they're great. They can help you figure that out. Now, if the Savvy Cycler fails to do a rotation, it's not that big of a deal, really, because no new or recurring sales will be missed. All right, it's It's very rare that that will happen. But in the event that it ever did, the mid in the default position prior to a rotation failure simply remains in the default position within the Keep CRM and continues processing sales. So the one of your mids is always going to just continue to process sales, even if the rotation to the next one doesn't rotate properly. Okay, it just the one that was there before just continues to keep running and processing sales until the next schedule mid, and then it turns over to the next rotation, and it just keeps going. And you can always see your history report inside the Savvy Cycler for rotation success stats, and we'll show that on this video as well. Let's get going with our setup for the Savvy Cycler. So we'll take you here step by step, right? Step one, log into your Keep account and create an API key for the Savvy Cycler. Okay, so we're logging in to your Keep account. Okay, log into one of your, to your account, and then click on the profile page. Okay, just a little person icon. You go to API settings. All right. This is where you need to be, okay, for the Keep account. Go to API settings, service account keys, and add a key. Okay, service account keys and add a key. So what you want to do is you're going to create one of these. All right, it's going to look just like this one. And I think the best thing to do is name it the Savvy Cycler so you know exactly what it's for. So click add key, give it a name. I'll just call this one demo. So I already have a key that's already linked into the account. So I'll click authorize. And here's the key. Okay. You want to make sure you have the whole key. All right. This is part of the key. That must be included in order for this to work. So you want to take the whole key, you can click on copy. Okay. And then we're moving on to the next step. Next step is to log into the Savvy Cycler. And then you want to save your API key inside the settings page. Okay. So you take your key from Keep, log into the Savvy Cycler, go to the settings page. All right. And then here's Keep account settings, Keep API key, and you just paste it right there. Okay. Paste it, hit save settings, and that step is complete. Step 3, you're going to update your settings page. All right, so let's go walk through that. Okay, so you've already entered in your API key. Now we need to do the other parts. So here's the Savvy Cycler settings. Your account name is set up when you open up your account. You are going to want to put your cell phone and your email address to receive notifications via either text or email. You need to select the time zone. All right, so this is set right now for the Eastern time zone in the United States. You select whichever time zone you're in, and then the active button. This is like an on and off switch. Okay, it's not gonna cancel your account, your Savvy Cycler account, if you hit no. Right, you can hit no. All right, and now the rotations just stop, but you still have an active subscription. You're still in great shape. And if you just wanted for an afternoon to take off, have no rotations going, or a day or two, then you would just hit no, hit save settings, and no rotations would take place until you come back in. Click yes, hit save settings, and then the rotation schedule resumes. Okay, the next section down is your mid settings. So here, if you want to turn on and off these mids, there's just the simple two mids, very easy. So if you wanted to have just the one on, right? And you can have one off, hit save settings, and then only the one that you have on will actually do rotations. Okay, we'll just leave them both on here. And then if you wanted to, if you go and add an additional merchant account or several more merchant accounts, and you want to change the number of subscribed mids, you just click this button, and then that would start the process, and then we'd be able to add the additional mids for your accounts, and then you'd be able to start cycling between more than just the mids that you signed up with originally, or less than. If you have to cancel one of your merchant accounts, you would want to change your number of subscribed mids, follow those prompts. That would let us know, and then you wouldn't have as many mids as you had before. Okay, so let's go back. That was step 3. Here's step 4. Let's go update our schedule. Schedule our rotations. Okay, so that's this one right here. Savvy Cycler. Click here. Okay, now it brings you to a calendar. It's Sunday through Saturday, and it starts at midnight on Sunday and ends at midnight on Saturday. So you can come in, and I've already set up some rotations for this particular company throughout the course of the week. So you set up 1 week, and then the next week it just it's the same schedule over and over again. Okay, it repeats. Now, if I wanted to set up additional rotations, simple to do. Let's say I wanted a rotation at 3:05 a.m. to go to the Maverick merchant account. Okay, great. And let's say at 4:33, I wanted it to rotate to the Stripe merchant account. Oh, there it is. Okay. If I wanted to change the time, I can just drag it and put it at a different time. Okay. So you can just kind of customize and move these around however you want. The only the time that matters is, you see 3:33 a.m. That's when the rotation is scheduled. That's what happens. That's the action. You can, if for visual purposes, if you wanted to, you can drag the time that is set up while that merchant account is the default merchant. Visually, if that makes it looks better for you, then go ahead and do it. It doesn't make any difference at all. So you can just leave it alone, and just know that at, for example, 3:33 a.m., the Savvy Cycler is going to change the default merchant account and keep to Stripe, and it's going to stay on Stripe all the way until the next scheduled rotation, which is Maverick at 6 a.m. Then it'll be a Maverick all the way until 9:02 a.m. It would rotate to Stripe. Okay, that's how it works. Okay. Step 5 is to check out your history report. So on the Savvy Cycler screen, see your schedule. Here's your history report. Okay, so this is going to show you the times of the recent rotations, the merchant account that it rotated to, and the status. So OK means that it went through properly. If there's an error, then it would show in the status. You can export to a PDF, Excel, CSV, however you want, if you want to see a report. And then also there's the most recent week rolling, so that past 7 days, how many, what percentage of rotations completed successfully. So it's 100%. Okay, and there's one other thing too, is if you wanted to, let's just say, not use one of your mids for some period of time, then you could, slide that to the off position for that mid, hit save settings, come back to the Savvy Cycler screen for the schedule, and you'll see that in the key here, blue means it's active and gray means it's inactive. So we just made Maverick inactive, and that's why it's gray. Okay, so we know that when it's time, like at 2:35 a.m. on a Sunday, it would just skip that one because we inactivated it. Okay. And then if I want to activate it back again, turn it back on, go to save settings, go to the Savvy Cycler, and now they're all blue again. Okay, so they're all active, so nothing's going to get missed or skipped intentionally. Okay. So here's some tips. Be careful not to send volume through any mids that's more than its monthly volume limit. Try to avoid riding a roller coaster from one day, month, week, very high volume to a mid, followed by one that's really low volume. Staying off a roller coaster just seems to be one of those things that the merchant accounts, I think, appreciate. Remember that if you greatly increase the volume to one merchant account, one or more of your other mids are probably going to be getting less volume, which means that could put them at risk of riding a roller coaster, or a higher than accepted refund rates, chargeback ratios could happen if you're riding a roller coaster from one month to the next, right? And then here's the thing, like we said earlier, always consult your merchant account broker, if that's who you went through, for tips on how to do manage the volume that's going through your mids, or if you have questions, again, talk to your broker, or if you don't have a broker, talk directly with your merchant account, or your gateway provider. How to best send volume through your merchants, per their terms. It's you're a customer of their service, so you want to be do a good job as being a good customer for them, so you don't run into any issues. Okay, so thank you. Thank you for watching this video and setting up your new The Savvy Cycler for Keap software tool. If you have any questions for us, please reach out via email at contactus@savvycfo.com. Happy cycling!